Imagine you're walking down the street when you see a robot carrying groceries. It's moving smoothly, dodging obstacles, and even opening doors. You're impressed. But then you remember something. Robots like this aren't the same as artificial intelligence, or AI. So what's the difference? Today, let's dive into the exciting world of robots and AI. Both of these technologies are shaping our future, but they are different in ways that might surprise you. Let's explore their differences and why understanding these two is important as we move into a more tech-driven world. First, let's think about robots. When we talk about robots, we usually think of machines that can move and perform tasks, just like the robot I mentioned earlier. Robots are physical machines that are designed to do specific jobs. For example, in factories, robots are used to put together cars, lift heavy objects, or even perform delicate tasks like assembling electronics. A robot's main feature is its ability to physically move and interact with the world around it. Now, you might be thinking, so robots are like workers, right? Yes, in a way, but there's something important to note. While robots can do physical tasks, they don't think like humans do. A robot can follow a set of instructions very well, but it doesn't have the ability to learn from its experiences or make decisions on its own. In other words, robots are typically programmed with specific tasks in mind. If you ask a robot to do something outside of its instructions, it might not be able to help you. But what if the robot could learn? What if it could understand your voice, recognize objects, or even make decisions based on what it sees? That's where AI, or artificial intelligence, comes in. AI is a form of technology that allows machines to learn, think, and make decisions based on data. It's like teaching a machine to think for itself, but not in the same way that humans do. So, what exactly is the difference? A robot is the physical machine that performs tasks, while AI is the brain that allows machines to learn and make decisions. AI can be used in robots, but AI doesn't have to be in a robot. For example, your smartphone uses AI to recognize your face and unlock your phone. It doesn't need to be a robot to use AI. It's just a program that learns from your behavior and makes decisions based on that. Let's think about how robots and AI are being used in our world today. In healthcare, there are robots that assist doctors in surgeries, performing precise movements that would be hard for a human to do. These robots have the ability to follow a doctor's commands, but what makes them even more powerful is when AI is added. AI allows these robots to learn from previous surgeries, improving their accuracy over time. This means that as the robot performs more surgeries, it can get better at its job, just like a human doctor learning from experience. AI is also being used in the field of self-driving cars. Think about it. A self-driving car needs to do more than just drive from point A to point B. It has to make decisions about speed, traffic, pedestrians, and road conditions. This is where AI becomes essential. The AI system in a self-driving car analyzes data from sensors, cameras, and maps, and then makes decisions about how to drive safely. This ability to learn from experience is what sets AI apart from robots that simply follow commands. But while AI has many exciting possibilities, it also brings up some important questions. For example, if AI can learn and make decisions, should we trust it with important tasks like driving or making medical decisions? Can AI replace human judgment? These are tough questions, and they don't have easy answers. As AI continues to develop, we'll need to think carefully about how we use it in our lives. Now let's pause for a moment and think about this. If you could have a robot or an AI in your life, what would you choose? Would you want a robot that helps you clean your room, or an AI that helps you study by answering your questions? Or maybe you'd want both to make your life easier. AI and robots are already becoming part of our lives in small ways. For example, when you use Siri or Google Assistant to ask a question, you're interacting with AI. These programs use AI to understand your speech, find answers, and learn from your questions to improve over time. But they're not robots. They don't have bodies or move physically like a robot would. Now, let's talk about one of the most exciting things about AI, its ability to learn. AI is constantly improving because it's designed to learn from experience. For example, when AI helps doctors diagnose diseases, it learns from thousands of cases and improves its understanding over time. The more information it has, the better it gets at making predictions or suggestions. This is called machine learning, and it's one of the ways that AI can become smarter and more useful. So, where are we going with all of this? How will robots and AI shape our future? Well, the possibilities are endless. Robots might one day help us do almost everything, from cooking to teaching to building entire cities. AI could help solve some of the world's biggest problems, like curing diseases, predicting climate change, and finding new ways to communicate. But there are also challenges. As AI and robots become smarter, we must ensure that they are used ethically and safely. We must ask questions like, who is responsible if a self-driving car makes a mistake? How can we make sure that AI doesn't replace too many jobs? These are questions that we will need to address as we move forward with these technologies. As we close, I want to leave you with a thought. We are living in a time when technology is evolving faster than ever. The line between robots and AI is becoming blurrier every day. But one thing is certain, both robots and AI have the potential to make our world a better place. And as we continue to explore their possibilities, it's important to remember that these technologies are tools that we, as humans, control. The future is in our hands, and it's up to us to decide how to use these powerful tools for good. As the famous inventor Nikola Tesla once said, "The present is theirs. The future, for which I have really worked, is mine." Let's work together to shape the future with robots and AI for the betterment of all.